Hello, everyone. I'm Professor Geek. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the Professor Geek first. Maybe we'll do this annually. We'll make it a first annual Thanksgiving Professor Geek special. And as you see, the title for tonight is "Thank You, Rian Johnson, for the Last Jedi." Which, despite what you may think, I sincerely mean that from the heart, as I'll explain. But I see a lot of guesses and whatnot in the chat going on, and we'll see how it goes. But welcome to everybody. Let me refresh here so I can get a good count, and we'll get more people now that it's gone live. And I'll explain soon. Get a fan on here. Always so toasty here. So see all kinds of speculation going on, but welcome, Darren. Glad you can hear me okay and everything. I guess you would be telling me. Troy just squeed in the chat. Wonderful. Let's welcome folks. Who we got here first here? Alex Starr. Nope, wait a minute. I don't know if this is first or not. Alex Starr said, hope this is not a rewatch. No, it's not. All right, going back to the top of the live chat. It is the first one I have here is Alex Starr. So I think there were some comments here earlier. I saw Troy saying he's looking forward to it, and a couple other people. I apologize. I missed those. Sorry. But see Alex Starr here first. So welcome, Alex Starr. And welcome, Owen Lister. You finally lost it, didn't you? No. I'll explain in a second. Casey Scott said, drugs are bad, Professor. They just bad, okay? Auditor Dread wants to know if Big Al Presents has been spiking my drink, spiking my eggnog this holiday season. Casey Scott said, I know what's happened. It's Mirror Prof. The evil version has taken over the channel. But then Auditor Dread says, no, Mirror Prof would have a clean-shaven face. It's true. No, Sir Torin Clegane said that. Sorry. Welcome back to the drawing board, Auditor Dreads, Sir Torin Clegane. Welcome, all of you folks. Planet Musklog, welcome. Don't worry, Planet Musklog. It's not what you think. Though I do mean it sincerely, as I'll explain in a second. Daniel Heron, sheepishly here. Daniel Heron's worried. Daniel Heron's very concerned. Agent Boomer, welcome, sir. He says, I agree with the professor. The Last Jedi is an underrated classic. Oh, the trolling is strong in this thread tonight. Big Al Presents here, says such a powerful scene. Oh, wow. Jedi Master Zetopia. Troy, as I said, Drake the Duelist. Man, got a lot of people in here. Chris P. True Game 619. Good stuff. Schooner Tuna is here. Good to see you again, Schooner Tuna. Final Fantasy 012. Wonderful to see everybody here. So, welcome. Hopefully you guys are gearing up for a wonderful Thanksgiving. And we've got some cool things to talk about tonight. Won't be a terribly long stream, but we'll talk about a few things. I am, Wolf10 Media, welcome here. Not here to speculate, here to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, because I know everyone will be busy stuffing themselves full of turkey in case I don't see you on my stream tomorrow. Oh, you're doing a stream tomorrow. Cool. We'll see if I'm around. But, yeah, cool to see everybody here. So I do want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. You know, of course, we'll do that again at the end here in a second. But I just wanted to say that, Spidey Rules, 1962. I didn't forget about you. I just didn't see you. Sorry, buddy. But welcome to Spidey Rules. Can't have a good stream without Spidey Rules here as well. So good to see you there. So I am sincerely thankful that Rian Johnson made a superb bad film on every level. And I mean that. I am not one of these apologists who say that, but I am sincerely grateful. I'll tell you why in a second. But I am not one of the apologists who says, well, there's some good things in it. I'm not like Al. It didn't make me want to kill myself. It's horrible. Okay, some cinematography might have been good. Sure, but that wasn't Rian Johnson's fault. That was a cinematographer. The music, that wasn't Rian Johnson. Again, everything. Rian Johnson did nothing for Star Wars. Absolutely not one little thing for the franchise. And yet, why am I thankful for it? He made a horrible film, even as a film itself. Forget that it's Star Wars and just pretend that it's a movie. It's a horrible movie. Bad writing, bad pacing, bad directing. Awful. But then, of course, Star Wars. Horribly wrong take on all of those characters. He killed Luke Skywalker for so many people. Really, really. But why am I grateful? I'm grateful for a number of reasons. Quite a few things, and I'll get to them. I have a list, actually. I'll save the biggest surprise reason for the end. But you know, some things to talk about first. Well, first of all, you guys here. Chances are, now some of you came to my channel for other reasons, but once Last Jedi hit, once I started talking about that, I really found a niche in popular culture with my archetypes talk and warnings, about treating archetypes correctly. Before that, I was just doing with the DCEU movies. I don't think I would have had the same draw, and I don't think we'd have this great community around us if it was just me talking about the DCEU movies all the time. So when I first started and did that video, so I stopped deconstructing heroes, and I had Cavill, Superman, and Jake Skywalker there from Last Jedi. That was huge. That's actually the video I'm most grateful for being able to make, as I'll talk about. So grateful for the community here, for my channel. My channel really took off. Captain Marvel did her thing for it, but you guys, Last Jedi comments and videos were huge through the roof. It was really a great big deal. And then I'm just thankful for the community that's come around here. As I jokingly call it, the Professor Geek shared universe. You guys all have your own channels. Most of you do anyway. That's great. You're all hanging out with us in the Professor Geek Facebook group. I forgot to put the link in the chat below. I'm sure Troy or somebody will drop it. So I'm really thankful for all of that. It's great. Yeah, I mean, it's a wonderful community and wonderful. The way that The Last Jedi also prompted me to get into the EU. Crazy thankful for that. Crazy thankful for that. I wouldn't have gotten into the EU, I don't think, had Last Jedi not happened, and it pushed me into it. So very thankful for that. Thankful for all of the proddings and promptings that it's done to make people create their own good stories. That's wonderful. So glad to see that. Very thankful for The Last Jedi on many levels there. Let me see who all is here. I know some more people are popping in. I don't want to drop my big thankful thing when I've got everybody here. But Phoenix Halcyon, well, great. Good to see you. Good to see you. So I'm thankful for Geek saving me from all this family togetherness. So sorry that that's a burden for you, but glad to have you here. And thank you for all that amazing fan art, especially the Star Wars fan art that you guys can go see if you look at our holiday special rewatch. So I see Drake the Duelist, I said. Schooner Tuna says, my first, Schooner Tuna's first video was Stop Deconstructing Our Heroes. Exactly the same one I'm talking about. Yeah. I see. Where's Sound Engraver? She's supposed to be here. She said she'd be here in chat. I have to give her a hard time about that later. She probably doesn't even want to talk to me after seeing that title. Well, I mean, I'll just tell you some other. I'll bring back the good old days of YouTube. Says hello. Good to see you as well. I mean, I'll tell you another thing. Well, actually, you know what? I wouldn't have met my girlfriend if it hadn't have been for The Last Jedi. That was one of the big things that that we connected on early on with, and that was great. I mean, that's going amazingly well. Been together for a few seasons. Everything's going wonderfully. So thankful for that. But I'm gonna wait until we get a couple more key people in before I drop anything else. Actually, you know what? I need to go get some water. I'm gonna if you guys can hang out with me just for a second, I will be right back. I want to grab a water, and then I'll come back and we'll keep talking, and I'll tell you even more that I'm thankful for. But yeah, I'll be back in just 1 second.
Hello, guys. Sound Engraver here. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. I'd like to see what the chat is saying, but I can't see the chat. I don't know how the prof does his live stream. Is it right here?
Let me show you.
There we are. Okay, good. All right, so that's how you do it. Oh my goodness, that is so confusing. But
let me go back to make sure we're both in frame here.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Okay. So headphones are good, but actually I'm not using my headphones really. But so you recognize me.
I guess I don't need them either.
That's
so
right.
let's go back and comments. There we go.
There we go.
So thought Prof transformed into a woman like someone kind of modern comic reboot. Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see what some reactions are here. In case you haven't figured it out, guys, I have my girlfriend with me here. So that's the reveal.
So that is This is the ultimate reason why we thank Rian Johnson for The Last Jedi, because look how fast chat is going.
Oh, listener, what?
But yeah, you look. Wolfhead says you have subverted our expectations.
Did I gloriously subvert those expectations? You're gonna click on whatever you like there.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I don't know how to work a PC.
Okay. Yes, I am also thankful for my Ernest doll, which Sound Engraver has seen and is still with me. So that's a big test right there.
But the Ernest doll kept falling. I don't know why.
So mysteriously kept falling every time she passed by it. It was crazy.
So I had to put it over there somewhere.
Casey Scott, what? Wolf Den Media. This is interesting. He said I already knew it. Did you really?
I kind of thought Wolf 10 would know.
I was wondering. I thought a lot of people might just know and not think anything of it, not think it was a big deal.
Yeah, Wolf says like, yeah, I knew this the whole time.
AL said I had a feeling. Wow.
And then actually, Big Al, I knew that was going to be his reaction. I did it. I kept the secret.
We told, because we didn't want to reveal it at first. We were going to wait for it, But Al knew about it, and I was like, Al, now you do not have the greatest track record of keeping secrets. Let's just be honest, you don't. Do not blow this. And I've got to say, Al was amazing. He was so good. I think Troy was almost closer to giving it away a couple times than Al.
Yeah, a couple.
A couple more.
I think a couple hundred.
I know.
Yeah, Al was definitely the best at keeping the secret.
Oh, nice. Wolf to me said it was our chemistry that did it all. Interesting.
It was. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can Wolf 10 guess when we started dating?
That's true.
Because we've been friends before and we collaborated before.
We were friends and collaborators on YouTube first. But it is the Deconstructing Heroes video.
Yes.
That was the video that brought us together. She found that. And
so that's interesting because so my history with Professor Geek channel and all YouTube channels is before going on YouTube 2 years ago, I was just listening to podcasts, whether it's a political podcast or a radio show or something like that. I wasn't even thinking of YouTube for entertainment, but my podcast got canceled that I kept looking at. And then I thought, well, I guess I should go on YouTube and check things out. And that was just right after the release of The Last Jedi. Mm-hmm. And in my defense, I thought it was really good sound design and it was good visual. So I'm like, this is great. And then the more I started listening, I was like, oh, and then the prof with his thumbnail, the Deconstructing Our Heroes, Stop Deconstructing Our Heroes. Well, I knew deconstruction as an academic term. And I thought, what is this? I thought this is just in the university setting. Mm-hmm. And then that just kind of, I think that was just a thing that just started cascading with all these different videos. And then I saw your archetype videos, mm-hmm. and then I'm like, yeah, I think I'll stick around on this mm-hmm. channel. Did not, like him. I didn't have a crush on him or anything. It wasn't anything for a couple years.
It was an academic crush.
Yeah. Not even until I collaborated with him.
Well, Wolf Den Media, I think we're giving him a wrong idea because he says it's it was a summer. Yeah, so we don't mean to say that it was like recently. No, it was this summer. Yeah.
Okay, so yep, it was July.
Yeah, Big Al's. I made one mistake.
One mistake. What was that reference?
Yeah, slipping a secret. One big mistake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Big Al, she's too good for you. I don't. Do not dispute that, sir.
I would.
I saw. I was like, "Who's the cute girl? Who's the cute girl on the thumbnail that keeps commenting and liking all my videos?" And then saw her amazing channel. And I did, to be fair, I did invite her on for that first collab for the Dr. Horrible.
It was
just because she was crazy cute, but I invited her because I wanted her musical knowledge. So it was.
I thought it was I thought it was only my musical knowledge. I was so clueless. Yeah. Wolf 10's kind of bad. He's like, admit it, Sound Engraver. It was the forehead. Ladies dig the prof's forehead.
She does like the forehead.
I like the enhanced intelligence.
She likes that.
Yeah, it's intellect for me. Well, it is your personality too, though.
Yeah.
Because, I've known some intellectuals who are very, very dry.
That's
too.
True.
So
your sweet personality and your wonderful musical intellect and
mm-hmm.
mythological intellect, all the wonderful things there. So I want to know, so Wolf 10 Media, and I think, who else said they thought maybe AL said maybe had a feeling or whatever. We kind of thought that it might have been like, yeah, spell socks. I knew it. Okay, so yeah, we thought there'd be a lot more people saying, yeah, duh, we knew that. But good.
Oh, and listener says, Professor Geek, when Sound Engraver came on, do you see that?
Oh.
When Sound Engraver came on, I thought I clicked on something by accident.
We thought that would be the case, to have her come in after like I step away, and then just like suddenly her in her usual welcome right before my backdrop and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be a bit of a.
And just in case you guys don't believe it's me, go ahead and click.
Oh, that's
that.
right. Yeah.
Got my Rebel shirt.
That's right.
That's right.
She did say she had a twin sister, but this is not the twin sister.
No, she's almost 2,000 miles away. Yeah. So chat is just moving along. So I know we're skipping a lot of.
I know.
People.
Yeah. Oh, let me go over to. Let me do this so that we can see it all properly and pull that out. Pardon me while I make a little. Nope, that didn't do it. I want to make this so we can see your comments live a little bit better than on StreamYard. And there we go.
Oh, I see that.
So you can still see that over there if you need to see us in the frame, but we can see. Yeah, if you tag me, I'll be able to catch your comment a bit better. Troy says, okay, I give permission. You can tell the story of how you shared the secret with me.
Yes,
that was
why
a train
don't you do
wreck.
that? Yeah.
That was a train wreck. We were hanging out one night after a.
And that was your fault, by the way.
That was my fault.
The train wreck was your bad acting.
My bad acting. I am not an actor, guys. It was after the because Troy and Nanette had been trying to ship us for a while, and Troy is not subtle about it either. Troy was like, well, I mean, if you guys ever got together, I'm not saying you would, but if you guys did.
And I think this was almost before I started liking you too.
Yeah, I think so.
Like I just like being with you guys as far as a group of friends. But yeah.
Let me
It looks like we're buffering.
Yeah, if the video is being choppy for you guys, let me know. I did something different to the
True Gamer 619 says, twin sister, I'm a twin too. I'm identical with another girl.
Okay, cool. Is it me or is Professor Geek morphing into Seth MacFarlane? Morphing into Seth MacFarlane? What are you talking about?
If that's a compliment, right?
I guess. I don't know.
I think I like it.
You're right, Netter. You kept the secret best. You did. Although Al was really good. Al didn't do anything either. I think you tied with Al.
Yeah. So you want to tell the story of how that?
Oh
worked?
Yeah. So we said, okay, what we'll do is because Troy and Nanette are so desperate for us to get together, and they didn't know that we had gotten together at that point. I said, well, we'll say that I'll just like awkwardly ask you out on live with them on the air, like behind backstage after the live stream it over. So I did. I was like, well, you just want to go out, and she's like, yeah. I said, okay, cool. And I was expecting a big reaction, and they gave us nothing. And I had to like flat out say, no, seriously, guys, this isn't a joke. We are, and.
But that was done through a text or something, or a phone.
No, that was still there at that point. And then Troy's like, okay, cool. I mean, cool. You've been invested in this forever. And then it wasn't until the next day that Troy's saying, so for real, you guys really, you're not just messing with us or something? It was a fiasco. So Al was very nervous about this stream. I was like, don't mess this up. Don't.
Aww.
To be serious, Professor Geek hasn't been this happy since I've known him. Thankful for that. That's true. It is true.
I'm thankful for that too.
It's very true. Al would know. Samuel Proctor, perfect timing for a Professor Geek stream to come up while I'm reading a Superman comic. Awesome.
Oh, good.
Tell us which comic. Hopefully it's a good one. But Superman. And she's been saying in her streams that she's been watching some superhero movies. I've been slowly introducing her to the key ones.
Mm-hmm.
Loved Superman 78.
I loved 78. I loved Captain America, the first Avenger.
Yep.
And the first Avengers film, all of them together. But I loved Thor and Iron Man as well.
Yeah.
But I still resonate the most with Luke Skywalker, only because I know Star Wars so well.
Yeah.
It's slow and sure.
It was pretty attractive when you said you were into He-Man all by herself.
Yeah, that is true. I loved He-Man before I even remotely liked you.
Yep. It was awesome. Yeah, watching He-Man. I never thought I'd watch He-Man with a beautiful woman. Wow.
Yeah, like when you were a kid.
Doing
the Saturday morning cartoons. Did you think
never
you
thought
would watch He-Man as an adult with another adult female?
Nope. I thought He-Man would in fact complicate matters for me to try to spend time with females.
Now, I'm not saying I had any insecurities, but there was a slight, ever so slight bit of jealousy every time you mentioned Tila. Every time because before we started dating, I would watch He-Man, and then if Tila was on stream, I was like, he likes her.
You're way prettier than Tila.
Oh.
Well, to me, it's Seth MacFarlane. He's Professor Charles Xavier with hair. I like that. I can be Professor Xavier with hair from like Days of Futures Past. No, not Days of Future. Yeah, Days of Futures Past. That was the one. Yeah.
Oh, Troy Pacelli says, and she's a real Star Wars fan. Yep, she's a keeper.
She's a real Star Wars fan.
Dropping a good commentary video tomorrow.
Yes. Oh, I've seen half of it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It really is going to be good. Good stuff.
So he gets boyfriend privileges for seeing my commentary first.
I do. I saw the He-Man and Superman commentaries on the themes, the analysis. Oh, so awesome. If you haven't seen those, you got to check it out. Troy, I couldn't put her link in the description before we started because that would have given away everything. So you can drop the link to her channel as well. But yeah, Star Wars was a big thing. We bonded over that big time. And our hatred of the DCE, that too. But of Disney Star Wars, and
well, hatred's a strong word for me as sound engraver.
Well, the disapproval,
of
its executions,
being forlorn,
and
all that. You got a super chat.
Oh, Goodman4, thank you for $2. Says I hope you guys have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You as well. Absolutely, you as well. Hope your Thanksgiving is well, and hope everybody's gearing up for one. Hopefully no one's having to travel right now. Hopefully you're already there wherever you're going to. But hopefully you're actually spending it with somebody and not, terrified in a room alone or something. Hopefully you actually have some family or friends or something. So.
Yeah, Knitters Network says immense dislike. Yes, I like that.
Immense dislike.
I have disdain for this. I guess that would be strong too. But yeah, I want to take a moment to thank Rian Johnson too, because, the beautiful thing about the sequel tragedy is,
I love that you say sequel tragedy.
it is a tragedy, but there's beauty and good that comes from this tragedy, and that is we know how to write good stories because of it.
True.
We know what not to do because of it, and we know what to preserve because of it. But Rian Johnson, if you're watching, I really do thank you for that, because had you not made that second installment of the sequel tragedy, I wouldn't have known any of these people.
It's true.
I wouldn't have known now my beau, my wonderful intellectual beau with the most handsome smile, I might add.
Thank you. It doesn't mind the forehead, guys. So there.
I don't. Yeah. It gets the occasional peck every now and then.
A little bit. Yep. It's all good. Gotta.
Oh yeah. Should we?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it in case you didn't want to.
But you two are so darling together. Thanks, Mom.
Thank you.
I texted her just before.
Oh, you did. You texted her so we were doing this. Oh,
yeah.
Thank you, Lisa. Another super chat from Owen Lister. Thank you so much. To quote my Beetle Blaze character, "Let justice blaze out." The official colored version is on Facebook.
Oh, good. Congratulations.
Yeah, definitely on the group or on your individual page. That's cool.
Two thumbs down.
Al was commenting or messaging me before we did the stream. He's like, dude, you're getting people all confused. It's already thumbs down on the stream.
Yeah. So, I think because of Last Jedi, I'm a better writer.
Oh, yeah.
I think, and we could see now, not just see bad writing in the making, like, Last Jedi had terrible writing and terrible writing flaws. Now, I think a lot of people can pick up telltale signs of writing that is getting worse, or the reduction of the quality of writing. Yeah. So bad things happened with the sequel tragedy, but also very, very good things happened. And so we actually have to be thankful for things that look terrible or are awful, because awesome things can happen. Not all the time. Not all the time.
Yeah. But no, it is. And I don't watch Twitter much or follow the trends, but I don't think there's as vocal of a support for Last Jedi anymore. I mean, they were really desperately trying to say
No.
that was it. Star Wars is fine. Shut up. I think it's kind of beyond arguing now that there was a real problem with Disney's Star Wars stuff. You know,
See Troy's comment?
Troy, I think the thumbs down are people who are jealous you're off the market. I was wondering if I was going to lose some subscribers for, because, I mean, you know, gorgeous woman who gives this amazingly intelligent commentary. I thought, oh, some people are going to hate me when they find this out. But
Oh, good on you, Phoenix, for saying that. Yeah, that's a true point.
Thank you so much for the super chat. It says, here's to you. Prof has been an inspiration to me, especially now, showing that love can blossom on the battlefield.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's true.
On the battlefield. Alex Starr said something back here too. I caught, if I can catch it again. Called me his E-professor. I appreciate that. Thankful for Ryan because now at Professor Geek is my E-professor.
Yeah.
I am honored to be your E-professor. Everybody, yeah. I need to, and I'm going to start doing too.
Wilson had a good one.
Up there?
Yeah, a little bit more.
That one there?
No. It was like a paragraph right there.
There we go. You two are perfect for each other. The prof is a mentor to help me better my writing and sound. The engraver helps my temper and my passions and muster my hunger for art.
Oh, okay, that's
nice.
good.
We're the greatest combo. Awesome. Glad to do it. Glad to be here for folks.
That's what I was telling you last night. When I first started streaming and it was all of Professor Geek's group coming to my stream, I really didn't think I had much to offer you guys because it was just, you know, music.
I haven't told him yet.
Yeah.
No, he still has my heart.
But yeah, I'm not jealous of Ernest, okay, guys. It's not that at all. It's not that at all. We've got He-Man together. We've got Superman together. We've got Star Wars together. Ernest might be a little slow one for me. I don't know.
Ernest might be just my thing. That's okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. Rewatch is December 5th. We'll see how good of a girlfriend you. No, I'm just kidding.
I guess we still have one more holiday to go through.
No, Ernest is my thing. Ernest would be a Professor Geek thing.
What was I saying? I can't remember.
I know.
I was talking to you last night about.
When Wolftown Media's comment about us helping people and stuff.
Yeah, so you know, I thought it was just going to be music. In fact, I thought it was going to be just artistic people, you know, coming on the stream. You know, not that you guys aren't artists or anything, but the highly academic artists and all that. But it turns out that's just a couple, and you guys have been a fantastic support and community as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Hey, it's great. I mean, how we all support each other's videos. I mean, those of you who started streaming in this community and share and get on the schedule over Professor Geek's Facebook group, and if you haven't, please do. You know, if you're somebody that hangs out with us in the chat, you know, that community is for us to bolster. And Netter, go ahead and drop your link. Netter's network here started a separate group to the Professor Geek Facebook group that is all about promoting your channels and stuff like that, which we do on the Professor Geek group too, but you know, it doesn't, promotions there don't get lost in a big daily thread of discussions and everything like that. So what do you think of the PS5 hysteria? I haven't really been following it. I haven't. I'll eventually upgrade, but I don't usually upgrade until like a year and a half after the console's been out, because there's always so many bugs, you know, and the games aren't out for it yet, and it's so crazy expensive. So after it's been out for a year or two, then I'll think about upgrading, but not until then. But Samuel Proctor, welcome. It was Retro Blasting and Professor that changed my mind about sequels.
See, people can change their minds.
Yep. I just had a message today. I won't say who they are in case they're, you know, I know they're in the chat in case they want to mention they can, but somebody who said they actually really like the DCEU movies, but came to my channel through the Star Wars stuff and then realized the problems with the DCEU movies as well. So.
Well, you know, I think it was you and Fan Man who talked about Superman all the time and what was happening to him. And I didn't know him at all as a character, you know, and all as a person and what he means. And knowing more has been just so enlightening to me. And not only that, but knowing the Professor has helped me see that all the stuff I thought happened in the academics just stayed at the academics, but we're now seeing it's happening in Hollywood, on social media, in the news, just all these things I thought was just, it stayed in the liberal arts and the academics. And then I knew you were a professor, but then I thought, oh no, this is really happening in major corporations.
Yep.
Major hegemons.
Yeah, it's leaked out. It's no longer just the ivory tower. I mean, it's definitely, as we've been saying forever, you know, it's definitely infiltrated Hollywood and and we'll see what happens, what continues to happen. I would say it's infiltrated popular fiction, but I think the problem there is people just don't read anymore. Comics, sure, but like novels and stuff like that, and yeah, I just don't think that's a big market anymore, unless they're illustrated novels or what are those anime books called? They're called something novels, short novels or something like that, but they're illustrated. They're actual prose novels, but they're illustrated. Somebody told me the anime term for it. I forget. Somebody there will know. I'm sure somebody will know everything about anime in the chat. Phoenix Halcyon said, "You guys you and I are actually pretty close by. Sometime I'll come by and we can talk stories for reals." Well, I mean, you don't have to say where you are in
yeah,
in
I'm
life,
not online.
Yeah, but that was a cool thing too. I realized that Sound Engraver here was within what I called "oh what the heck" distance from me. So, Owen Lister.
Yes, that's a good one too. But I think someone else pointed light novels.
Oh, light novels.
Yeah,
Thank
someone said light novels.
Back to the drawing board.
I think it was Schooner. Oh, okay, and Schooner Tuna as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I knew there was some term for it. I was thinking short novels or something. Getting me closer to this insane family and motivating me more to make my own stories. Because no matter what I make, it can't be as bad as The Last Jedi. That's true. That's true.
You really do have to be a complete academic to produce something like The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
By academic, I mean you have no regard for popular demand. You have no regard for what most people love. You have certainly, in my case with music, you have no regard for what has come before. With music of the 20th century, I'm not saying this of all composers, but composers really did a huge 180. They said, no more of this classical stuff, no more of this romantic stuff. We have to do our own thing. And that was the result of facing war. We haven't really faced world wars. Yeah. So we're kind of our society's a little, entitled. Like, let's disregard what's come before because it doesn't feel good. That's all. Yeah. It's not a world war that's shaking people up.
And postmodernist thinking, all part of that. It's awful, ridiculous. But that all infiltrated all this kind of stuff. And you pointed out in your stream, Rian Johnson's it'd been a thing before, but his video clip where he was saying,
yes,
I just think if I make a movie and everybody likes it, I haven't done my job. I want to make a movie and have people hate it and have people like it. That is such a snotty little grad school student's way of thinking that you're supposed to grow out of.
Rian. When you work for a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah. Well, you've been given the keys to the beloved franchise like Star Wars.
You do that. Yeah, you do that when you're not making any money.
Yeah, yeah. Or your own material, like
or
Brick.
Your own material.
It's great because people loved and hated Brick, as they should.
Yeah. But that was a social experiment. That's what we have to recognize Last Jedi to be, is the social experiment. You got an academic, because Rian Johnson's a total film school person, academic, and what he wanted was just a film score, or not score, but a student film experimentation, but with millions of dollars behind it, and a 40-year-old audience.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is the cream of the crop right here. Yeah. I'm gonna really shake up the planet. He did that to shake up the planet.
He did.
He really did, and it worked. Good job, Ryan.
To subvert.
But thank you again, because you brought us together.
Exactly. Thank you, Rian Johnson. Back to the drawing board. I had something up here talking about fiction. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Popular fiction has been infiltrated for decades. You can go back a good 3 decades and find signs of it there. Yeah, definitely. And I knew that with a lot of the things we were being forced to read in my MFA program, which was still some good stuff. But, you were talking about how science fiction magazines have just gone off the deep end with it.
Within what I would say within the last, unless I hadn't picked it up, the nihilistic tendencies, really within the last 5 years. Yeah. I would say that. Yeah, it's a nightmare. But the cool, people being able to write their own stuff and put out their own stories with all the new technology is really great. And self-publishing.
Self-publishing is no longer a stigma behind it.
Yep.
It's you can do that now, definitely. Somebody said Matchstick says happy wishes for you too on my part, and have a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you
as well.
Thank you, Mr. Matchstick.
You as well.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Matchstick.
We were driving. I was driving her here last night. Went to a Sheetz, and on the
we thought of you.
Yeah. The door said, "Yo, mask up," or something like
Yeah.
that. And we're like, who does that yo think you think of?
That's what I said. It was like this bright neon yellow sign. It says, "Yo, put a mask on your face." It's like, so when you see yo, who do you think of?
Only one person.
Mr. Matchstick.
Let's see. Spidey Rules says, is that kid in the back in the playground that always... Oh, Rian Johnson's that kid in the playground that made up counterattacks whenever he played with his friends. Yeah, after the fact. Yeah.
After the fact.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. When no one was there.
Yeah. Samuel Proctor says, I wonder if movies like Last Jedi and Endgame would have been made if the 2016 election ended differently. That's a good point. That is a very good point, because, when you're talking about the fiction that it infiltrated, I remember it was shortly after 2016 election. I remember going to a convention, and I was really excited to meet, I'm blanking on his name now, the guy who wrote Star Trek 2. Can't remember his name. He also wrote the Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper book. Somebody will say it in the chat. I'm just blanking on his name. But anyway, he was there as a big guest. Great writer, great female filmmaker, storyteller. Everybody's there to meet him because of his stories. But he prominently wore a pin that said, "The Resistance," just so everybody knew that he hated Trump. I was like, okay, hate him. And have your... But you're here for this context.
Right.
Why would you want to risk, disillusioning or... turning off all of these fans that aren't here for politics, even if they agree with you or disagree with you? And that's, you're right. I think that election broke so many people.
And this is a good lesson too, is that, artists, writers out there, don't be afraid. And this might be controversial even to our community. Don't be afraid of agenda or political sentiment in your stories if it's part of the plot.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a good story, even people disagreeing with those ideas,
if it's
will
organic,
appreciate it as a good story.
Yeah. Arising organically. Absolutely.
But the story has to come first.
Yeah.
And that has to be organic. Yeah, you're right.
Troy says, no kidding, you're supposed to outgrow that attitude. Exactly, yeah. A child wants to subvert expectations. A mature artist wants to exceed expectations. I like that. That's a good way of putting it.
That's why I was hoping Rise of Skywalker would exceed our expectations.
Uh-huh.
I was hoping Abrams would bring Snoke back.
Mm-hmm.
So someone much more powerful in the Force, like incorporeal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember, 5 villains, guys.
Yep.
They set up 5 villains and they brought up back Palpatine. That's a postmodern approach.
Yeah.
Like, let's establish 5 key things here in our piece of art, and then let's bring something back that really makes no sense.
Exactly. Wow, Big Al throwing some uncharacteristic shade. Rian Johnson had friends. He's got you, Big Al.
No. I think Rian Johnson does have friends who think like him.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. AJ Boomer, thanks for the $5. I wish that you and Sound Engraver and everyone in the chat has a happy Thanksgiving, as do I. Yeah, good sentiment there. Great.
And we're coming to your, and we'll be having your Netters stream up.
Yeah, let me check the time here. Yeah, it's 9:23 now. At 10, we'll wrap up here in a few, but at 10 p.m., Netters Network. Netter, drop your link there, because Netters Network and Aged Boomer, and is Troy going to be there with you, or is he just going to be hanging out in the background? I don't know, but are going to rewatch the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special, which is awesome. So you guys want to rewatch that together over there. Aged Boomer is going to be co-hosting. And if you didn't miss it, I dropped in a little bit for Daniel Heron, Birdman, soundtracks with Birdman, and Aged Boomer's little impromptu Thanksgiving stream before that. So yeah, Netters Network's got it here.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And Drake the Duelist 5. So you count Hux, Phasma, Kylo, and Snoke. Rosika maybe? No. I'm thinking of Force Awakens. And I actually thought of Knights of Ren being their own separate force as well.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Comic Skaters here. Welcome. But yes, congratulations. You will be there. Yes, and congratulations. Thank you so much, Troy. Appreciate that. AL, yeah, great. Comic Skater says, best part of bringing back Palpatine was when George Lucas commented and said Palpatine was dead at the end.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't even like, and this might be a little controversial, but I don't even like the Dark Empire. I
hadn't read that.
The graphic novel that's supposed to take place after the Thrawn trilogy. It was kind of a mess. They started writing it as the Thrawn trilogy was being written. So they didn't really take into account that it should be all linked together.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin J. Anderson really fixed continuity when he started with the Jedi Academy after that. But it paled in comparison to the ideas and development that Zahn put in the Thrawn trilogy. And having Palpatine come back, it's just so lazy.
It's not right.
No, if you're going to make a sequel trilogy and the first bad guy, you have to go somewhere new. If you just rehash an old bad guy, so some people really like it. They think Dark Empire was good, and I don't think it's horrible. I think there's some good stuff in it. We do have the third solo child being born. That's cool. I just didn't like some of the story choices. Oh, I'm dead to Troy. Sorry. Now, Dark Empire is no Last Jedi. No Last Jedi. I don't hate Dark Empire. It's just not my favorite story. I don't think it was the greatest story choices, but I do recognize. In fact, I'd love to have you on, Troy, sometime, and you can tell me what the good things you like about it are. So,
I think this is the one. Schooner Tuna says, I am against postmodernism. Postmodernism really ruined a lot of things because it taught a generation to look at everything through a microscope with a cynical lens. Yeah, it's not just a cynical lens, but see everything as perspective and not objective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's the water in the table with the group of college graduates that you were talking? You were in a room.
Oh yeah, talk about everything's constructed. I was like, guys, this table is wood. It will burn if I light a match to it. It's got definite objective properties. It's not subjective truth. And they're like, but is it wood or is it your constructed idea of wood?
And what did I say to that?
Can't talk to these people.
I said, how about I light your car on fire?
Yeah.
Well, it's still drive.
Exactly.
After it's done.
Yeah. Just don't buy into that constructed truth that it's on fire. Get in. It'll be fine.
Fire is a social construct. The first thing that came to life, probably.
Guys, Trump was just a social construct. It's fine.
Yeah. So we're not just as like a couple, but we're really gonna team up. We're not gonna be like the resistance, but we'll have our words. We'll have our say. Like if there are academics, because I mean, I'm not a professor. You're a professor, but I came from a real strict academic
you have a master's in music.
Yeah. I have 3 degrees, 2 bachelors and 1 master's, and I thought it was just part of Seattle, but apparently it's everywhere.
Unfortunately, not. Unless you're talking about Holdo. Yeah, Holdo was Admiral Gender Studies. I like that name for it better.
Yeah,
Admiral Gender Studies.
And I didn't pick up these cues. Mm-hmm. Because I thought, like, oh, purple hair is unusual because it's Star Wars. They just wanted her to have purple hair and stuff. But when I understood why people got mad about that, I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense.
Spidey Rules says you're a keeper. I agree, Spidey Rules. She is a keeper.
Thank you.
I don't know what response he's talking about, but
I hope so.
The drawing board says, fun fact, one reason we can't build a true AI is that we can't teach them to frame things. Yeah, postmodernism takes that inability to frame things and forces it onto the human mind as well. Good. Yeah, I never thought of it and contextualize it like that. Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Well, people say, oh, like the AI is going to take over the world, but the thing with AI, you can have a supercomputer that is incredibly powerful, like just monumentally, and its power could be incomprehensible, but it cannot create something original. It can't create anything outside the parameters it's been given. Mm-hmm. So there's that.
Yeah. Alex Starr says, what is the difference between modern and postmodern? It depends on what kind of context you're talking about. If you're talking about like art style, like literature styles, there is a modernist style that most people would say got its start like post-World War with T.S. Eliot and Hemingway and stuff like that. And those were the modernists. Those were the ones that trying to really they broke a lot of ties from some of the long-held beliefs or styles, like in literature, for example, that you had to write certain kind of flowery prose. I mean, Hemingway stripping it all down just to bare bones dialogue and stuff like that. So that was modern, and that was fine. It was a new style, and it was good. There's a lot of great modernists, but postmodernism came out of that, and I guess now we're in like postmodern or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? You can't go anywhere after postmodern.
Yeah. Yeah, postmodern. In music, I believe modern was really that neoclassical style, getting into different conventions with harmony and melody and all of that, and leading up really to the 1920s and after World War One, kind of getting into the Great Depression. I think it was after World War II, probably into the 1950s, where the composer did just a huge break from all convention, and they wanted to explore. We don't call it postmodern in music. We call it post. Actually, well, one term we describe it as post tonality. So tonality is consonants. It's harmony. It's beautiful aesthetics. I see Fan Man. Speaking of beautiful aesthetics,
Fan Man. So the biggest thing I missed in the chat is that Michael likes Ernest but doesn't like Dark Empire. No big news there. Hey, I'm gonna out Fan Man on this. I sent him some clips of Ernest Scared Stupid. He didn't hate him. He did not hate him. He can say whatever he wants to now, but he didn't hate him.
This is public.
That's right. Yeah, Fan Man was aware. Good to see you, Fan Man. Didn't think you'd be popping in. Sadly, Fan Man, let me know if something's changed. But sadly, you said there's not going to be a Fan Man or a Friday night frights. Sorry, couldn't remember the title of it. They usually do Chopping Mall on Black Friday night, but that's not happening now. Let me know if it's still not happening. But I'm sure Al maybe thinks of something to do or something. I don't know. And I have known as well and did not give it away, but yes, came very close. Yeah, you didn't give it away at all, Fan Man. You were good.
Yeah, he was just extra nice to me with compliments. And there was, can you scroll up?
Yeah.
Where is he? Oh, Spooner Tuna. Yeah, I like the reference. If we invented an AI, I'd probably be like Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, a very depressed
robot. Probably.
Well, especially if IT and computer programmers are like they are now, like cynical and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did read Dark Empire, Alex Starr, and I didn't like. I don't hate it. I just after coming off the Thrawn trilogy and the amazing, epic treatment of these characters and world, Dark Empire just felt like such a step down in some of the decisions.
Was it Zahn who wrote it?
No.
Oh, different.
It was a different writer. I don't hate it. No, I mean, it gave us the third solo child, but I don't like. Well, I think it's kind of ambiguous. Some people are saying that Luke kind of fell to the dark side a little bit in Dark Empire. I don't really think that's what happened. He was trying to go undercover and be like the Emperor's apprentice. The Emperor returned. He was like, "Oh, sure, I'll be your apprentice." And his idea was he was going to try and go undercover to.
That doesn't sound like a good story.
No, I don't think Luke would do that. And it just no.
I don't know and I don't know how to the extent of where Luke went with that, but I just don't like the idea of people coming back from the dead.
Yeah.
It has to be a darn good explanation for people to come back.
Or uniquely tied to their archetype, like Superman. Fan Man was talking about Superman. Oh, Fan Man, I've got to brag a little bit. The retro box that I have of the games does have the Death and Return of Superman for SNES. Now, actually, it occurs to me that's not bragging at all, because I'm sure you have the original game and the original packaging and the SNES and all of that. But
well, my sister had her now husband has Mario Kart, but it glitches after the introduction.
Oh no!
So it would be the same with Fan Man.
Bummer.
Now, Fan Man, I don't know if you caught his comment, but it is Fan Man tonight.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a Friday Night Frights for Chopping Mall that you usually do. Oh, but if anything, it'll be a Fan Man tonight. Oh, okay, gotcha. So it might be a Fan Man tonight, if anything.
He might be taking me home.
Yeah, I might be taking her back home, so I might not be able to join. But if I decide just to not take her back home, then I'll join. Daniel Aaron.
Well, I gotta work still. I still have to teach.
Jobs, whatever.
I still have to pay the bills.
Don't dress up when entertaining. You don't dress up when entertaining?
I don't know. Now, guys, we still have to keep it appropriate.
Don't dress up.
We're a couple, but we're still modest. We have propriety.
I don't get that. I don't get the.
I don't know.
Clear it up for me, Daniel. I can't. That's right, Troy. No one dresses up like Daniel Aaron.
That's right.
Dude's in a tux. Dude looks sharp every single stream.
So if anyone does anyone realize how big this shirt is on me?
That's mine.
So I've been he's been so wonderful to let me borrow his Captain America shirt. So
if you go back, we thought it was going to be an Easter egg. People would point out because I wore it a few times on stream.
Well,
and then she started wearing it.
I wore it on one Monday Night Muse, but it was very dark blue. It's not like the fluorescent lights you see here. And the shield was actually
Yeah,
off the
you're
screen.
closer. Yeah, exactly.
I'm much closer. Yeah.
Fan says, in defense of Dark Empire, Lucas originated the idea of Palpatine returning. He had the idea, but didn't intend to use it. Yeah, I mean,
even if Lucas decided that, I wouldn't be too keen on it.
I think Lucas is good as there as a guiding voice, you know, but I don't think Lucas had stories, because I hate his ideas for Star Wars that he wanted to do in terms of a sequel, because and I wonder about that. I wonder if the things he wanted to do were just a reaction to Zahn writing the Thrawn trilogy so well. I wonder if it was like, no, it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something completely different. I don't know. I mean, God bless George Lucas. Wonderful to have him. And he gave us so much, and he was good in the guiding, role after that. But David Deister, thank you for the $5 super chat. Professor Geek, is John Ridley a right choice for DC Comics? There have been rumors that he hates Superman. Who's John Ridley?
I was thinking Ridley Scott.
Yeah. Who's John Ridley? I'm not. I'm blank. I don't know who that is. Does he do something that I'm familiar with? The name doesn't ring a bell. I don't know.
But if he does hate Superman, he wouldn't be good for DC.
No. Well, I mean that, but it also means he'd be a shoe-in hire at DC, because everybody there hates Superman.
Yeah.
Bendis clearly hated him. DiDio clearly hated him. Jim Lee doesn't know what to do with him.
I still love that your channel exists and Fanman's channel exists, just because I don't know anything about Superman, but everything I've learned about Superman have been from you and Fanman.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm in good hands there.
Yeah. Presiding Rule says, don't do any couples costumes for Halloween unless it's Superman and Lois Lane.
What did we decide? We decided Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, we could do Ant-Man and the Wasp.
And
Alyssa
we
could
wanted,
be Cassie.
Yeah, and we wanted to. We really want to do is Mulan and Captain Li Shan.
That's right, but that would never go over today.
Yeah,
appropriating their culture.
No, we're just preserving the awesome characters that they are.
Just like the movie. Yeah, it's
any as far as chat, do you guys, so this theme of gratefulness and thankfulness on what has been really, in terms of story and entertainment, has been an ultimate tragedy, but good has come from it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys have anything as far as the good that's come from the Disney acquisition of Star Wars? Like, what do you think? What have you learned? Has there been things that you've been enlightened by?
Yeah.
I mean, if there's anything.
Yeah,
like
let us know what you're thankful for. We'll keep doing that. Fanman and Troy both agree that the Dark Empire was good, and I don't know what I'm talking about. So, love to hear your ideas there. But yeah, his Fanman says Lucas wasn't interested in doing the novel idea, so he does think it was a bit reactionary. Yeah,
I can be of the minor opinion. He, Fanman mentions midichlorians and Darth Plagueis. I'm not entirely against the midichlorians. I understand people are like, no, that's too much like science. It has to remain mystical and stuff. I think it could be both.
Yeah,
I think it'd be just mystical beings. Just.
Yeah, I think the midichlorians could have worked. I think there's just some things that didn't work there. Yeah, but I still know people who are diehard original trilogy fans who hate the Zahn trilogy, the Thrawn trilogy, because they're like, no, you can't have animals force sensitive. Refuse to. I'm like, maybe a little extra sensitive there, but
my first reaction when I read that, I wasn't sure. The
Voinskers.
No, not those. Oh, that was actually pretty cool
because they were force sensitive hunters. That's why the other creatures would push back the force in a forceless bubble.
I always forget how to pronounce that name. I could spell it.
Spell it for me and I'll tell you how to pronounce it. Islamar. Yeah, Islamar. That's right. I couldn't see it in my head. Let's see some thankful things. What is Elf Runner says, I'm probably one of the few to say this, but I like the midichlorians. They didn't take away from the mysticism or the force at all. Yeah, I don't think they killed the mysticism
either. Yeah. Because I don't think Lucas was going to go directly to science. Like, this is the science of Star Wars. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think that's what he was doing. Alex Darcy, Professor and me both got into the EU because of acquisitions of Disney. Oh, cool.
Okay.
Don't think we could get into it without them. That's why I'm
I
thankful.
don't. I don't think I would have, because I remember going to Fred Meyer in the Northwest and seeing all the EU books up for sale on on bookshelves and stuff, and I would look at the cover. I was like, "Who's this daughter of Leia?" You know, it's kind of weird. But if it's well written, it's better than what Disney can do.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. King's Halcyon says, "I like The Force Awakens as a reimagining of A New Hope. If I could combine, if I could have combined the two, the classic story, but with modern sci-fi effects and sensibilities, combine the two. Don't know quite what you mean there, but
it's probably not Force Awakens or New Hope. It's probably combining the classic story with modern sci-fi effects and sensibilities.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
And he might be meaning the hero's journey.
Yeah, yeah. Tom Spiegel, welcome, sir. Nope, we're gonna get off here in a second and to let people get ready for Netter's Network rewatch of the Charlie Brown Christmas special.
And Tom Spiegel, Netter dropped a link earlier. So that will be her link to
on her channel.
The channel.
Yeah.
Aged Boomer and Netter. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Spidey Rule says animals being force sensitive actually kind of works, considering Yoda saying the force surrounds us all along with our environment. Yeah.
I think that's true. That's a good point.
Definitely. Man's on board with midi-chlorians. Deeper nature of the force. I think his plans would have been interesting. Yeah. Yep, there. Troy just dropped the link again there for us. So, yeah, we'll get off here in a second. But King Forte says, "Thank you for reviewing Black Hops. I got it in Common America because of you." Cool. By any chance, are you going to review it? I love your series of studying the archetypes. I did review Black Hops. I haven't reviewed Volume 2 yet. That's true. But I did review of the first one. I find it back in my backlog somewhere and drop it on the Facebook group or something like this so people know it again. Haven't read Common America yet though. I did read My Hero Macadamia and it was good. It was the high quality that they do, but it didn't quite make me really excited like Black Hops did. So I'm looking forward to more Black Hops and seeing how it ties into other books and stuff. So. Did I get that one already? Oh, Luke will always be the hero of Star Wars, but Starkiller Base and the First Order visually feel like the condensed version of the Empire after they had 30 years to think about it. I'm still going through you guys. I don't really, there's still some things post-original trilogy that I've read some of it, obviously Dark Empire, Thrawn trilogy, so forth, but I haven't gotten to, to a lot of it. So I'm getting there, getting through. Alex Starr's wonderful spreadsheet has helped me quite a bit. So, yeah. Alex Starr says, "Sound engraver, the music expert teacher, Professor Geek, the English teacher, Alex Starr, the historian."
Yeah.
Nice. Get the historian in here.
Just as a comment, Peter DeRosa, we're thanking Rian Johnson as a bit of satire.
Yes.
We're not. We do not care for the sequel trilogy at all. We call it the sequel tragedy. Actually, that's the phrase we're going to use.
I was subverting your expectation, Peter.
It was a very clickbaity thumbnail.
It was clickbaity. I apologize for those who came in, and not everybody who knew me knew something was up.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Yes, we all know you power lift. Thanks to my gift on your birthday. That's right, making me all buff in your Jedi art of me. That was awesome. Awesome.
And yeah, Fanman says good night.
Oh, see you, Fanman. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Hope you have a great one with you and your family.
Eminem.
That's right. Michael and Michelle. Eminem. There's your couple name. You're welcome. And if Fanman said it, he'll never let it go.
And actually, so my first two initials are MJ, and your first two initials are JM.
JM, I know. The likeness continues. Yeah. I'm just thankful The Last Jedi let me know I was not alone in my disappointment. And I found a group of creative outcasts who keep the faith alive. Thank you, guys. Yeah, and just to remind you guys, I will be starting up the Star Wars EU book studies again. We did the whole Thrawn trilogy. We did Scoundrels, Timothy Zahn Scoundrels, and we took a break after that. But after the new year, we're going to start in with J. Jackson Miller's Kenobi. We're going to read Kenobi, the actual EU novel. That's the really good story that Disney's going to try to probably do horrible things to on their Disney Plus, but we're going to read the novel together after the new year. So grab yourself a copy of Kenobi. It still was a relatively recent novel, so you can still find it easily. It's not one of the hard to get, ones that are older. So yeah, grab a copy of Kenobi and we'll be doing the book study of that together, which would be awesome. So going to go ahead and wrap this up. Let me just check in.
Oh, Peter says, You had me fooled.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Solidarity, Peter.
Yeah, solidarity. Yeah. Welcome to the community.
Cool. Hot Rebel says, epic reveal today. You guys should adopt a porg as your first pet.
No.
Maybe a porg could be our first meal. I hear they're pretty good.
Oh, tasty like chicken. So actually, out in his yard are these gophers.
Yeah, I have gophers.
And so I thought these gophers were like this big. We saw one in the yard. It's like, it was massive.
They're big. Groundhogs.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, not gophers, groundhogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, groundhogs.
I mean, same thing. But,
yeah.
Hashtag Eminem, Lister says. All right. Well, Melissa Harris is here. Welcome, Melissa Harris. Came in better late than never. And Trooper FN bunch of numbers. Great to see you as well here.
New guy, I think.
New guy?
Old Comic Book Day.
Old Comic Book Day. Old Comic Book Day. I love your channel and have watched for a few years now. You must be throttled, though. Subscriber view counts are too low for a genre content as awesome as yours is. Yeah, I think they did shadow ban me for a time.
They did.
And but I'm not one of the YouTubers. We were talking the other day about how you have to really post every day about any news in your field, even if you're not all that interested in it. Even if you don't have anything new to say about it other than what everybody else is already saying about it, you've got to make a video if you want your channel to grow. And I've just never had the time, energy, or interest. It felt insincere to do that. So so that's why my channel's never gotten huge, but I'm happy with my channel and it'll continue to grow bit by bit.
If you guys want to,
there we go.
If you guys want to check out my Ahsoka Tano video for tomorrow.
What time is it dropping?
It's gonna be 10 a.m. And I'm not expecting views tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving. But those kinds of videos for me, they don't get more than 100, maybe 150 at most views. But I feel like those are important to talk about.
Yeah,
they're really important to talk about. So even if and those take a long time, those videos with the pictures, they take a long time to make. But it's worth saying it.
Computer Robots just came in a little bit late. Is that Professor Geek's new girlfriend? You probably don't recognize her because it's not the usual background, but this is Sound Engraver.
Has Computer Robots been on my stream?
I don't know. She's part of the community though.
Yeah.
So she knows.
Oh, what's her channel name?
Sound Engraver.
Sound Engraver. Should I type it in?
Yeah, type it in there. And we'll get, I'm sure Troy will drop a link or something like that.
I can't do PC. I can't see. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I don't want to escape. Or
you can read my super chat while I'm typing.
Okay. Peter DeRosa says, read Fate of the Jedi and Legacy of the Force series, fantastic EU. Happy Turkey Day.
I definitely will. I'm going through it in order-ish. I did read around to some of the things like what?
Sorry for interrupting. Phoenix says, I don't recognize her without her R2D2 hat.
That's right. Yeah.
I need a real R2D2 hat.
That's right. Loves that awesome fan art you did. That was really cool.
Good job there, Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm in Old Republic now. I'm playing the Star Wars Old Republic game because that's part of the story. I'm in the shadow of Revan, and I love Revan. I mean, you can hear me talk about Revan. Love his character, and so far, I'm like halfway through the Shadow of Revan expansion pack of Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I'm not crazy about what they're doing so far with it. We'll see when I get to the end what I think about it. But yeah, pretty soon I'll be doing the Knight Errant, comic and novel by Joe Jackson Miller. I think it was him, and then eventually up to Darth Bane and all that kind of stuff. So.
Computer Robot says, wait a minute, is Professor Geek dating Sound Engraver now? If that's the case, then congratulations, guys. And yes, I remember Sound Engraver.
Yes, that is the case. That's the big reveal of this stream. That is the big reveal.
Well, Tom Spiegel, I mean, no fault. I don't blame you at all. But thank you for calling me cerebral. Yes. I feel like Prof is just as cerebral.
Oh, no. The cool thing about us is that we both have, if you watch both of our channels, especially like when we do rewatches and stuff, you get really a full picture.
Yeah.
Because she's opened up so much about the music and stuff like that to me that I never would have thought or gotten into all this kind of stuff. But yeah, Elfrunner, I will definitely, Legacy of the Force is on my list, definitely. I mean, I'm going through in order according to Alex Starr's cool time spreadsheet.
I'm looking forward to whenever that is. Like, I don't know if it's months down the road or something like that. No, actually, I was going to talk about the prequel rewatch.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun.
We will do a prequel rewatch. I scared everybody in the chat the other day because I got it mixed up in my head and I said sequel trilogy when I meant prequel trilogy. And I was saying, I don't think it deserves the hate it gets. And Everybody's like, what? So,
and I had heard prequel in my ears, but the replay
sequel.
it was sequel, and that was funny.
Prequel. So we're gonna do a prequel rewatch after the new year too. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Now, Screener Tuna has a reference that I don't understand. Is that true?
Sound Engraver is the Jean Grey to the Professor Cyclops. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Cyclops is kind of the aspirational of the X-Men universe before they did horrible things to him. Yeah, and Jean Grey, as long as there's no Wolverines around.
That's the Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's Marvel, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm mainly a DC guy, so she's getting all the DC stuff, and we haven't.
I'm getting confused. Like for forever, Troy corrected me. I don't know why I thought for the life of me like X-Men was DC.
Well, in the movies, you'd never know that because Fox was doing them as a separate universe.
Oh, that's probably where the confusion was. Yeah.
They never crossed over to the Marvel films. So
I'm ready for a sequel tragedy rewatch.
Not here.
I mean,
your thumbnail's awesome with the panda head.
That's funny. That's a good thumbnail or a good picture. Sequel trilogy rewatch. Man.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be so many times the Prof would keel over. If we didn't see it, like if we heard a thud.
Yep.
And didn't see him.
I need oxygen. Yeah. I need to calm myself. Bring me down. Bring me back down. We were talking about a possible Siege of Mandalore critique rewatch.
Oh, we'll do that one. We're gonna do that one.
We're gonna need
that one.
I'm gonna need a stress ball in a safe place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that will be fun. But I don't know what the time is.
We gotta go ahead and go, guys, because it's still 9 minutes. All right, you guys head on over to Netter Network, and we'll have it on here too, so we can say hi. Mm-hmm. But the Thanksgiving Charlie Brown rewatch with Netter's Network and Agent Boomer. Troy will probably be there as well. So great to hang out with you guys. Thank you for the wonderful comments, the wonderful well wishes, and happy Thanksgiving to you all. And happily you guys have an amazing day and amazing weekend and everything. So
thank you all. Have a wonderful holiday, and we'll see you again.
Bye, guys.
Bye.